Hey guys, Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with another quick mail day number 8. For those of you who haven't seen my mail days in the past, my cards are located in my PWCC vault, which you can see here on my picture-in-picture. So we'll start from the very jump. In card number 1 is a Pop 9. This is another example of my endeavors to invest in the 2012 Prism set. As you know, I collect Jordan, LeBron, Giannis, and Shaquille. Those are my 4 players that I have player collections for, where I look to hold cards long term. And so what you're looking at is a 2012 Prism MVP insert. 2012 Prism's a set that I also collect, just generally speaking. I'm trying to collect the base set in PSA 10 condition, and I'm pretty close. The MVP insert that you're looking at, this is a base, so it's not a gold, a green, or a silver. It's just the base insert. But even the base inserts back then were pretty rare, rarely inserted into the packs. And so this is a Pop 9 in PSA 10 condition, and I was happy to add it to the collection. I think there's only 4 insert sets. Finalists, MVP, Downtown Bound, and USA. I think those are the only 4 inserts from 2012 Prism, and then there's also only 4 parallels, or 3 parallels in the base: gold, green, silver, and then base. So interesting set. Check into it if you haven't yet. Okay, so here's the ultra modern investor side of me. I just can't get away from prospecting. When I believe in somebody, I really go kind of hard. I've actually got 5 or 6 numbered to 99 immaculate RPAs for Kevin Porter Jr. at PSA right now, getting graded. I won one of those whatever economy events, the lottery, whatever you call it. So I think I got 4 or 5 of those, maybe 6 of those at PSA right now. This is the a little bit rarer. You'll see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not 5 colors, but it's 5 different textures on the little patch here. It's numbered to 25. This is the red parallel, so not the true RPA. It's a little bit, it's 4 times as scarce. Good looking autograph. It's 8.5 with a 10 auto on the back, as you can see. Pretty well centered. 8.5 to BGS 9 is kind of the standard for these real thick RPA cards. National Treasures, Flawless, and Immaculate come to mind, Noir, stuff like that. So 8.5 is kind of the baseline grade for these thick cards. For those of you, comment below if you think I'm wrong, but PSA 9 is kind of what you'd expect. PSA 8 is probably about as common as PSA 10, but for BGS, it's 8.59. It's kind of the wheelhouse. If you get a 9.5, congrats. That's a good task and a good feat. So another Kevin Porter Jr. added into my collection. Again, I'm in a long-term position on him. I'm not looking to get rich quick on Kevin Porter Jr. I'm kind of taking the same approach that I did with my Anthony Simons prospect investing. And so he's had a pretty good year. It's a little bit up and down. Needs to shoot the ball better. But nevertheless, that's one of mine. Another one, easy. I'm collecting the entire PMG 1997 Precious Metal Gems PMG Red set. So I've got a nice Kerry Kittles here in the blue label. Little tidbit: in high school, my senior year, my high school team was supposed to play against Kerry Kittle's high school team in the state championship. We were both heavy favorites, and we lost by 1 point in the state semifinals. We were 32-0. They were like 33-0, and we lost, and they went on to win the state championship and beat the team that beat us in the semifinals. Still probably the sporting event in my life that I think about the most. That is a very distant side note. Sorry, getting off my topic here. Anyway, I'm trying not to cry while I talk about it. We got a Tom Gugliotta red. Okay, so I needed him. I added Tom Gugliotta. I've built up about 20 or 30 of these PMG reds in raw condition. Fingers crossed. I'm trying to get these to PSA. Hopefully they'll put them in slabs. Like I said, I'd love for them to numerically grade everything, but even if they gauge that they're authentic, altered, that's fine too. I just want to get these things in slabs to protect them. This set is really the ultimate example of buy the card, not the grade. It's the card that matters. The grade does add a premium, but putting in a PSA slab and letting the world know it's real is just as important. Same can be said. This one's beat up a little bit more. Here's Big Country for those of you who don't remember him. Big Country had a nice run with Oklahoma State back in the 90s. Pretty good college player, really good college player, college All-American. He's wearing bracers up here. I think that's what they call those in Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm not sure what's going on. Dude, some of the stuff that you see in Precious Metal Gems, you think that the people that created them were on LSD. There's some crazy stuff. Like on Shaq's card, there's a giant propeller and there's like mechanical arms coming out. I don't know where they got some of the ideas for this Metal Universe set, but some of the cards are unique to say the least. But Big Country actually broke a backboard in pregame warmups at an NCAA tournament game, if I recall. So anyway, Big Country, Vancouver Grizzly fans will remember this guy. Next, this is a little outside of the box, and so you guys know I'm usually pretty focused on the 4 or 5 directions that I'm going in the hobby. I've been educating myself a little bit more on precious metal gems generally, just because I'm collecting that 97 set I keep showing you all. So this is actually a retro PMG of 1998 Metal Universe Precious Metal Gems. And so this card is actually numbered to 50. And, it's numbered 1 out of 50, which some people attribute, a premium to. I personally don't. But this is an example of a card that I'm going to try to buy it raw, grade it, and then see what happens, and maybe flip it and make some money. Like I said, 90% of what I do is collecting, but 10% isn't maybe more like 80% is collecting, 20% is investing. So this is purely an investment piece. The great Dominique Wilkins in his college Georgia uniform, trying to buy raw, grade it, and then flip it. Next on our list for this mail day is a little baby Kevin Porter Jr. card. I went and checked my spreadsheet. I knew there was a reason. This is not a rare card. This is not a unique card, but Kevin Porter Jr. prices have dipped drastically. He had a big game last night, 21-8-4. So I'm excited. He'll have a game where he'll be like 8-3, and then he'll have a game where he's like 27-9, and you just can't put your finger on it. Right now, I feel like his success or failure in a game is tied so much to his first 2 or 3 shots. If he hits like 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4, he usually has a huge game. If he misses his first 3 or 4 shots, it's over. And that's just kind of one of those characteristics of a young player. But I see great potential in Kevin Porter Jr. I picked this card up for $44. I double checked it on my spreadsheet. It costs $50 to grade a card right now. It's a silver. It's one of the 4 chromium products that people kind of like the most: Prism, Optic, Select, and Mosaic. And Select's kind of slipping, to be quite honest with you. So and these silvers are more rare than the Prism silver. At least I think they're a shorter print run than the Prism silver. So happy to pick it up in a PSA 10. That's a card where if it gets to $150 one day, I'll probably sell the card because it doesn't mean a lot to me. So this is another pure investment piece. But anyway, that's it, guys. Just those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. That's it for the mail day. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these. I'm going to keep doing them. Like I said, I buy a lot more than I sell. I shouldn't say that. I spend a lot more than I make from selling is what I should say. So actually per unit, I probably sell more than I buy. But I probably need to do some videos on the stuff that I'm liquidating and selling. So that just gave me another idea. But anyway, hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. And I will keep these mail days coming. I do have some more cards that are pending curation in the vault. So I'll have some pretty cool cards to show you guys in the not so distant future. But thanks again for tuning in and sticking with me for 8 minutes. If you liked my content, click one of these videos that are about to pop up on the end screen. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby, and peace.